soil is what we have year after year. The soil is the one constant.
I don't understand everything that goes into healthy soil. It's an evolution, but this is more like a revolution is what's happened here in the last 20 years.
When I was a kid, and even as an adult, we would moldboard plow every 4 years, all the peanut acres, and basically pulverize the soil into a dust. So we started experimenting and doing different things, and eventually we put away the moldboard plows, and we haven't looked back, and we don't regret it. The plan is to come back and plant right in the center of these two cover crop rows. Those roots underneath the surface are all commingled, and that's just dynamite for putting seeds into. You can dig a hole in one of our fields now and you can look at the structure of the soil visibly change between a high tillage field and a field that we've really been focusing on for 5 to 10 years now. You can see it, you can measure it.
We want the soil to be alive, and our soil is alive today. We do not use any insecticides post-emergence because we have so many beneficials, primarily spiders. We don't want to kill those beneficials. But we do get a seed treated with an insecticide for any grub issues.
Ladybug. Well, that's a good sign, yeah. Life in your fields means your soil is alive, which means you're on the right track. And actually, if you sit still and look, it's pretty teeming with insect life. A lot of times in the morning, you can find spiders all in this. And those same spiders are here as long as you don't kill them to harvest all the insects that want to destroy your crops. It's not just above ground, it's below ground too that we're gaining.
You dig down in there, it is just an entire ecosystem above the ground. I know that that correlates with the ecosystem below the ground as well.
See that? Somebody's gonna think I planted that there just for the video. Just every time I dug, I pulled up an earthworm. There's another one right there. See that one? But what is amazing is it's like it's been disked. All you see is earthworm castings everywhere. It's a thing of beauty. Something in this soil is so hungry and is working so hard, it's taken away all the residue from 4 crops in 2 years, all left on the ground. All we did was just take some grain off of here. All the rest of that is back in the soil.
Look how tall this is.
Yeah, and I'm super tall, and this is taller than me. Anytime you're leaving your soil undisturbed and have a green plant that's functioning through photosynthesis, you're pumping carbon basically back into the soil. You can see last year's corn stubble kind of in between the rows up there. We leave it there and it falls to the ground and decays naturally and becomes soil organic matter.
What I can physically put my hands on and say this has changed has been the buildup of organic matter in our soil. So as we dig into our soils, there is still living roots, living organisms like the earthworm, as well as the microbial life that is in there, helping to decompose all of this residue that we're going to terminate later on to produce more organic matter, which is going to release more nutrients to our following crops. So it's just a process, even though it's going to take many years to fully see it into fruition.
Our organic matter is over 3% in most of our fields now, only because we started doing intensive cover crops on it.
Seeing what we've been able to implement here, I am excited for what may come in the future.